Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be doing another video where we talk about a website where you can sell your artwork online. Today that website is called Saatchi Art. If you're new to my channel, then you may not have seen my previous videos, but I've been doing in-depth reviews on how to use videos on websites where you can sell your artwork online, such as ArtPal, ArtFinder, Fine Art America, Etsy, and a few more. So go back into my channel there and check out those videos. I also have two just more general videos called Where to Sell Your Art Online and Where to Sell Your Art Online Volume 2. And I briefly talk about 12 websites in each of those videos where you can sell your artwork online. My hopes is just to allow each of us to find the websites that best suit our needs so that we can reach the most potential customers possible. So let's jump into this video and we will be talking about Saatchi Art. Before we get into the website here's a quick pros and cons list that I have made for this website, just a short one. So my pros are it's free to sign up and list your work, which is really nice. It doesn't cost you anything just to give it a try. Some websites, you'll have to pay a little bit up front to try it, and then if it doesn't even work, then you've just lost some money. But you can do that for free with this one. It has great seller support, a large amount of traffic to the platform, and you can be paid in 3 different methods. I've had a lot of questions about other websites from people who live in places where PayPal doesn't work, but that might be the only way that website will pay out. But Saatchi Art allows you to be paid in 3 different ways, which we'll get into here in a little bit. Cons, though, there's a 35% commission, which is pretty big. It can be hard to get discovered because it is such a large website. There's a lot of different artists on here, and you must provide a government-issued photo ID, which I know some people are pretty against, which is fine. That you can make that personal choice for yourself. So here is the homepage when you first log in. It's pretty normal, pretty basic. It's a little bit simpler than some of the other websites, which is nice. It kind of right away for customers divides things up into different categories. There you can see their blog and their art advisory, which I'll talk about in a minute. Here's where you can sign in or register if you are new. I'm not going to talk too much about what Saatchi Art is. You can go in and read the about page. I just wanted to give a couple of different numbers here. You can see they have almost 1.5 million original artworks, almost 100,000 emerging artists, and they represent over 110 countries. So like I said, it's a big platform. They say they're the world's leading online art gallery, which is cool. However, that means it can be easy to get lost amongst all the other 94,000 artists that are on the website. But they are a very trusted website. Art collectors will come to this website to find artwork for themselves. I wanted to just make a quick note about being the world's leading online art gallery. They're not just a marketplace where you sell artwork online. Saatchi Art is literally an online gallery experience. They offer, if we click here on the art advisory page, you can see here they offer curated advice about finding artwork at no fees. So they will literally help art collectors find artwork just like what would happen in an actual art gallery. And that's where that 35% commission, that's where they say it kind of comes in, because it's cheaper than a lot of art galleries would ask for. Usually it's more like a 50-50 from what I've heard. So they're giving that experience with less time and allowing you to reach a global marketplace. If you're interested in that, though, you can watch this video on their art advisory page. I'll also link that in the description below. But let's get into a little bit more for artists here. So if you're looking at why to sell, they offer a lot of stats here. You can create your account and start to sell. They have no fees. It's free an account. They handle shipping as long as you just package it up. They take a 35%, which means you receive 65% on every artwork sold. They have a non-exclusive policy, which means that you can sell your art on other platforms as well. It doesn't have to just be on Saatchi Art, which is actually kind of nice because recently I've had a few different companies approach me, but they wanted exclusive rights to my artwork, and I quickly turned them down because I like to have everything on my personal website too, and that's just not my game right now. They have secure online payments and artist protection. They also will feature artists and have dedicated artist support, which is something I wanted to talk about because they offer great support before selling, while you're selling, and even after you sell. I've messaged them over email a few times, and they're quick to respond and very friendly. I haven't ever talked with them over the phone, but I'm sure that would go over well too. They have an artist newsletter, and this artist newsletter, I stopped receiving the emails just recently. But in the past I would receive them, and there were some that were actually very valuable and had great information in them. Some newsletters from websites that I've been a part of, the information really isn't that useful, and it almost just seems more like spam, but the info that I've got from Saatchi Art has been very useful. It gives you tips on, how to sell, how to package, how to price your work, things like that, and how to use their website too. They also have an artist handbook here, and that is something I wanted to talk about in just a minute. They support you and they share your artwork in many different ways. The types of stuff that you can sell on Saatchi Art include paintings, photography, drawings, collage, sculpture, new media, prints, and installations, which is kind of nice. They offer a wide variety. You must be 18 years of older or older to sell on Saatchi Art. And like I said before, talking about payment, we'll talk a bit about it later when I show you how to set that up. But you can get paid usually 7 days after your artwork has been safely delivered, and you can be paid by check, wire transfer, or PayPal, which is nice. I've only used PayPal, and I've never had a problem with it, so I can't speak to check and wire transfer, but I would assume that all of that would go smoothly as well. We'll talk about shipping right now too. Once you sell an artwork, you'll receive an email saying congratulations, and you'll receive an email with a shipping label with instructions of how to package your artwork, and then you must give a time and a date when the courier can come and pick it up from either your business address or if you work at home for your artwork like I do, from your home address. And so when you're filling out your information for a piece of art, that's when you will include things such as dimensions, weight, how it's going to be packaged, because all of that is going to be factored in to the shipping cost that the collector is going to pay. That will be added to the price that you choose it to be listed at, and your collector will pay for that shipping. That's important because the label that they will send you will be based on the dimensions and weight that you give, and so they need to be correct in order for that to all be calculated properly. They offer a lot of support once you've sold something and they're looking to ship it. I was in contact with them a couple of times, and it was always fast and easy, and they were great to work with when I sold an original piece. So quickly going here to the Artist Handbook. The Artist Handbook is a very in-depth guide about how to not only use their website, but how to sell artwork in general. So if you go on the Get Started, that will help you set up your profiles, set up your account on Saatchi Art. There's an Upload Your Artwork that goes through in depth, how to upload, how to edit, how to delete your artworks. Packaging and shipping. They will send you this link as well when you sell an original artwork, but this tells you how to fulfill a sale and correctly package your artwork, how to receive your payments, how to manage your account, managing your artworks, branding and marketing, their iPhone app, the other art fair, their prints, legal and seller's checklist. It's got a lot of information. If we just click on the seller's checklist here, you can see that's, when you've made a sale, okay, schedule your courier pickup, package it, track the delivery to the collector, and when you get paid. But then if you go to the side here, recently viewed articles or related articles, you can see they have articles such as how do I price my artwork? The same thing there, how do I price my artwork? How will my artwork be shipped? Getting started, payments. But they have articles that aren't only just for Saatchi Art. how do I sell my artwork? That pertains to, how do I price my artwork? That pertains to you pricing your artwork on any website. How do I estimate shipping weight? That's something that is useful in all, not just on Saatchi Art. So they have a really nice handbook here to help you sell your artwork. So if you want to start selling, you can either click on register up here or start selling down there. If you want to register, you click on register, and here you can sign in with Facebook or put in your name, email, and password. That's what I did. And then it'll guide you through the rest of the steps, like uploading your government issued photo ID, which for some people is controversial, and I understand if that's a deal breaker for you. But I already have an account, so I'm going to sign in. It always tells me, usually it has a reCAPTCHA that is failed, but that's okay. So when you log in, then you'll see your name in the top right corner there, and you'll see the different options here. We have our profile, account information, favorites, collections, orders, upload artwork, sales dashboard, and logout. It's actually a pretty simple drop-down menu. Some are a lot more complicated, but this is quite a simple one. So we're just going to click on profile here, and this is the profile that people can see when they find you. So you can see some of the artworks here. I have 26. There's just pictures of 4 of them. My information, my social accounts, if I'm following anybody, and my followers, all of your info there, and people can see when different interactions on your profile. I haven't had any interactions for about a month, which is fine. I don't do a whole lot on Saatchi Art right now. I've been been busy with other things. But from this is where you can change your profile image by clicking on the little pencil. Here you can manage your artworks. That means you can edit or delete artworks. You can also upload artworks from here, or you can go to the upload button down there. If you go to the account information, that's where you can, have your name, create a new password if you want. If you're an artist, you'll want to select artist for profile type. Through the registration process, it'll ask you that as well. And you can change the units of measurement that you use. Even though I'm Canadian, I use inches. Profile information, that's where you can put all your social media links, personal information to fill in your about me, events, exhibitions, and you can put in your address down here and your phone number as well. I'm not going to go down there any further because I don't want that to be online. Same with address and identification, that's where you can do that as well. You can also change your profile image here. You can check your sales dashboard. If you're part of the EU, then you'll have to put in your VAT number under taxes here. You can check your orders. That's if you've ordered a piece of art from Saatchi Art. I haven't there, so I don't have any there. Here you can check artworks that you've favorited. I don't have any artworks that I've favorited of other people. So if you're watching this video and you create an account on Saatchi Art, please send me a link in the comments of your profile so I can go and favorite some of your artwork. I really do need to help support other artists more on websites like this. Here you can also see collections. That's also in a drop-down menu here. So you can sort your artwork into different categories if you create art that are from different categories. So I create acrylic paintings and some mixed media pieces, and so I created 2 separate categories for each of those. So you can do that as well. And then you can also just see your artworks, which would also be right here, artworks. You can upload your art from here or from other places as well. So you can see artworks that have sold. You can see prices and prints from. We'll talk all about that in just a minute here. We'll go to upload in just a minute. I'm just going to talk about the sales dashboard quick here and talk about payments. So here you can see the different sales that you've made. So far on Saatchi Art, I've only made 3 sales. 1 in 2019 and 2 in 2020. One has been an original and two have been open edition prints. So it tells you the artwork price, if they used a discount, how much you're earning from it, if it's been refunded or not, hopefully not, and VAT if you're from the EU, and the total. And once it's been completed, then it will allow you to withdraw that money. But until then, it'll say, pending or in progress. I can't remember. To receive payment, you have to access their payout manager. They used to allow you to request payments right from this dashboard here, but now you have to access their payout manager. Actually, I'm going to open that in a new tab. And you have to put in your login information again and sign in here. So here you'll see any available funds, and once you've got it all figured out, then it'll say to you how it'll be paid. So for me, it's PayPal. You can put in the amount and request your payout. Before that, however, you need to fill in tax documents, which I had to print off, fill out, and sign, scan, and send them back in. Once you do that, then it's done. They have a getting started guide, and they have the documents there. It helps you fill those out. It's really not too complicated. Just takes a little bit of time, but it's worth it if you're getting money for it, right? And so once you've filled that out and submitted them and they're processed, then you will be allowed to withdraw money from your account. And there it'll tell you your different profile preferences. That's where you can decide how you want to get paid, or you can see here with the home, you can add a new transfer method. So if I clicked that, I would select my country, select the dollars that I would like it, and I could, select the bank account if I wanted a wire transfer or a check. So depending on where you're from, this might look a little bit different with the payments that are available to your country. All right, and let's go to upload an artwork. So when you hit upload, it'll take you to this page. It gives you some upload standards. Make sure that they're at least 1200 pixels by 1500 pixels, but less than 50 megabytes. Gives you a little video here about how to photograph your artwork if you are new to that, which is nice. I find that this website is very helpful each step of the way. They're not just, here's a website, figure it out. They really guide you along because they want your work to look professional, because they're representing you as an online gallery. So when you're ready, then you can hit upload now. And then you can select an image. So I'm going to select an image from my desktop there, one that I had ready. And it's just going to be an example. I will delete it afterwards. Depending on the file size, it might take a minute here to upload. This one I think was a larger file size, 25-ish megabytes if I remember right. And then when it's ready, it'll show up there and you can hit next. You can select your subject there. There's a lot of different subjects. This is of a bear, so I'm just going to choose animal. However, if you're doing a cat, they have a specific category just for cats. So you probably want to select that instead of animal, so it's a little bit more specific. Mine is a painting, but you can see all the different categories there that you can click through. Artwork status. So I think I painted this one in 2019. Is the original artwork for sale? Yes. Would you like to make available for prints? Yes. Are you the copyright owner of this work? Yes. So you can just sell prints of your artwork. You can say no, the original is not for sale and sell prints, or you could just sell the original and say yes to that one and no to that one. For the thumbnail version, you can adjust how it'll be seen on the website up in the top right there. And for prints, you can crop it if you need to. Here, I always go through before I upload pictures and make sure my dimensions are proper, so I really don't need to crop it much, if at all. So this one's ready to go, so I can just continue from here. If you need to select a different image, you're allowed to do that from here as well, which is nice. Mediums, so you can select, what is it made of? This one's an acrylic painting. Materials, I painted this one on canvas. And styles, I'm just going to select realism for this one. Keywords are really important. Keywords allow people to put searches in the search bar and find your work. So it says enter 5 to 12. Try to keep them simple. And so I'm just adding a few here. I can't remember which ones I actually used for the real upload of this one that I did. And I'm just going to do just 5 keywords now, but I would highly encourage you to do all 12. The more keywords you have, the more likely that your artwork's going to be found. So please, please, please put 12 keywords in that. Then you can do the dimensions. So this one's a 24 by 36 painting and 3/4 of an inch thick. And that it says there for flat artworks, they suggest that you put a depth of 0.1. So if it's on a piece of paper or something, right? Title, grizzly bear running through the water. I think it's running in the water, actually, what I have. And then here you're going to add your description. I'm just going to put a simple one here. This is an acrylic painting on canvas. It was there we go. So that's just a short one, but if you're actually writing a description, write a longer one. You know, talk about how you made it, what inspired you, if you used a reference photo, where did you get it from, did you actually take it yourself, how does this make you feel, anything like that. The more you put in your description, the more it will allow for a collector to connect with the piece of art and connect with you. And so try to fill that up a little bit with some good information. They give you a few questions there to help you out with that. Packaging, this is where I was talking about before with shipping. It's important how you're going to package it. I tend to roll mine in tubes more often than not, so then they're not framed and it's not multi-paneled, but you can select each of those there. So here you're able to add in how much it will weigh. Once you click on that, then for the size, it will tell you, okay, it should be between, for this one example, 3 and 7 pounds, which is nice. It gives you that range. If you don't know how much it's going to weigh, try to do your best to estimate high if you need to. In this case, I'm just going to put 5. Then you can add in where the artwork will be picked up, your address. This is important because when they're calculating shipping costs for the collector, they will use your address as the origin point. You will also include your phone number there. So I'm going to fill that in here quick so we can move on. All right, then your pricing. So how much you're going to, I'm just going to put in here $1,000. Notice that since I'm Canadian, it shows the approximate price in Canadian dollars. It shows my profit, it shows the 65%, and it shows the shipping and handling paid by the collector. So the price the collector will see, even though I put in $1,000, is $1,110 because that includes the shipping and approximately $1,387.50 in Canadian dollars. So I like this because it allows you to see your cut. It allows you to see the price for shipping. You can click here to see tips for pricing as well, which is nice. They can help you out with that. We're going to move on from there. If you selected to make prints, you can make fine art paper prints and canvas prints. If you do photography, then they will do that on photo paper, but not for artwork. So let's do fine art paper. You can see the 2 different sizes. Those sizes of prints depend directly on the size of file that you've uploaded to their website. The larger the file, the larger the print available. So it shows the price and the profit you will make. You can adjust that by moving the slider to whatever you would like that to be set at. It's nice that they allow you to set your own, basically set your own profits for the prints made. Same thing with the canvases there. And you can select your preferred canvas rep color, white or black. You could see that change there. I prefer black. And so I'm going to just put that at the bottom for now. Once you click finish there, then it will it'll publish your artwork. And so once that's done processing, then we will see what it looks like here as a finished page. And here we go. Here you can see the title, add to cart for the original, prints, the types, and sizes there. And notice here, if you click on this one, it allows customers to see it, in a room, the room view with the actual dimensions. You can also add, and you can click on here, and it'll take me to a different page here, but you can scan this QR code with your phone, and it'll bring up the artwork in your camera view, and you're able to put it facing the wall that you would like to have it on to see it in your home. It's a cool feature that not very many other websites have. Here you can see the description on all of that. You can also add more images of your artwork. You can hit the little plus button here and it'll take you down to it, or if you can just scroll down and hit that, and then you can upload new artworks. Once you click on that, then it'll just take you to the file browser, and then you can select the photos that you would like. However, be sure that your photos are 1200 by 1500 pixels, not megapixels, just pixels for this website. If they're smaller, it won't allow you to upload them. But I would encourage you to upload 5 more photos. The more photos that customers and collectors can see, it allows them to visualize it better in their space. And so try to have some detailed photos of it on the wall wherever you have it, and include those, because that will really help. And if you ever need to delete an artwork, once you have made one, you can just click on an artwork and it will take you to this kind of page, and you can see here you can edit it or delete it. To see all of your artworks and to work with them, you can just click on artworks here, and you can see all of the different ones. I have 2 of these right now. I just need to delete the one that I just did here, and you can see all of them. Once you hover over one of them, there's the edit button there. This little plus symbol allows you to add it to a collection, one of the collections that you've made, or you can create a new collection. And you can also add it to your cart. I don't know why you'd add your own artwork to your cart, but it gives you the possibility. So by clicking on any of those, that allows you to, see them as a customer would see them. And if you ever want to log out, then you can just log out there as well. They do have an affiliate program. If you're interested, it works through CJ affiliates, and you get a 4 to 13% commission on original art and art prints sold from your links. Average customer shopping cart, is over 1,000, because people spend a lot of money on art. 30-day cookie period, which is actually quite short compared to some other ones that I've worked with. Art Pal, for example, has a year cookie period. Like things that you share, they last for a year. So 30 days is a little bit short. But if you're interested in their affiliate program, if you just go to the bottom of their page there, it's underneath Saatchi Art. You can check that out there. All right, and that's basically it for their website here. And so I will switch the camera over here and give you my final thoughts. So I hope you enjoyed this video today talking about Saatchi Art, another website where you can sell your artwork online. Here are my final thoughts about this website. If you're new to selling artwork online and you don't mind giving up a 35% commission, then this website is definitely worth checking out, because it's free to sign up. You don't pay any fees before you sell anything, so it's not going to cost you anything just to give it a try. However, if you already have a good customer base or a way to find customers that doesn't cost you 35% of your profit, then I would suggest, maybe sticking with those ways and not giving up that profit that you could potentially lose. In terms of the website itself, it's user-friendly, it's easy to use. The staff are great to work with. The few times that I have actually been in touch with them via email, they've always been quick to respond. Very nice and easy to work with people, so that's a big positive. They just walk you step by step once you've sold an artwork, how to package it up and do all that, like I mentioned before, and that's something that you don't really get from other websites. It is a very large platform, which can be both good and bad. It allows, there's more traffic coming to the website, and so that allows the possibility of your website being, your artwork being discovered. However, there's also a lot of artists on this website, and so it's easy to get lost in between the lines here. So it's a give or take, however you feel like. But like I said, if you are new to this scene, it's a free one to try, and it offers that more gallery feel to art collectors, which is really nice. And so I would recommend checking it out. And if you like this video, please give it a like and subscribe to my channel so you don't miss my next one talking about another website where you sell your artwork online. And we will see you next time on Brian Sloan Artist.